Hey Kelly, and welcome back. Keep getting a lot of questions asked. How do we charge electrical equipment and all that jazz? Well, in today's video, you're going to find out just how we do it, why and where. So stick around as we have a freebie to give away too. But before we continue, if you're a fan of the outdoors, seasoned or unseasoned, smash that subscribe button. It all really helps and you guys are awesome. Let's get back into it, shall we?
Yep. So we don't have solar. To be honest, we've tried that before and it's not very successful, we find. It takes a lot to get that solar to charge fully.
It does indeed.
And it's just a bit of a pain, extra weight. We don't bother with that. We've also thought of other things like water turbines. Again, it's always the same result, They're slow and they're heavy, and why carry something that you don't necessarily need to? So we've worked out ways over the years, and we mostly we rely on friends and contacts that we make on our travels. And you'll find that you don't even have to ask. A lot of the time, people will be more than happy to ask you, oh, so how do you charge your stuff? Because if you want to plug anything in, you're more than welcome to, is what we get. That's where you can take advantage of that moment, Oh, well, if you have got charged at that time, that's brilliant, thank you. I'll definitely keep you in mind. Use them.
Yeah, absolutely awesome people out there, isn't there?
Yeah, but the other good thing is when they offer that, we like to either offer them a couple of quid for their trouble, or if they've got some work that needs doing, we'll give them a discount on the work.
Yeah.
Another alternative, of course, particularly if we're travelling, say we're doing some distance on foot, and we know that we're going to be moving daily for the next few weeks or whatever, we will, because at that point you haven't got time to really stop and make too many friends. So at that stage, we'll utilise things like pubs, cafes, libraries. I mean, the choice is pretty endless on that one. So long as you've got a couple of quid in your pockets that you can purchase yourself something to eat,
Yep.
or something to drink, like a cup of coffee, then you can sit down and just find somewhere to sit where there's a plug. We don't even tend to ask. What we do is we just plug in. And if they come over and say, sorry, but you can't charge that in here, that's fine, we'll unplug it. But at least in that time, you've at least got a little bit of charge before they come and tell you off.
Yeah.
And of course, when you've got no money, as we've just said, libraries. Libraries are your friends. It's quite a nice thing to actually just go in, get a book, sit down, have a read, plug in.
Thing is, I always thought though, babe, that you needed a membership for a library.
You do need a library membership if you want to access their internet, or
right.
if you want to take a book out. The beautiful thing is you can go and sit in any library you like and read a book.
Oh,
as
nice.
long as you're not taking it out.
For absolutely free.
For absolutely free. You don't need to be a member.
Nice. Another good way, an old friend of mine who died a few years back now, his name's Taz. Taz, I know you're up there, mate. He used to collect, the coffee, the token things that you get on the McDonald's and stuff. He'd collect those to get like a free coffee or a McFlurry or something. And he swore by it. He said literally people chuck their cups away and don't even peel off those things or their burger boxes and that. And I thought that's a really, really good idea.
It's a brilliant idea because you're not just getting a free coffee, but you're getting the free charge while you're at it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a win-win.
Yeah, because I said to him, he was homeless, and obviously I had my career and that, and I went, how the bloody hell are you doing it, mate? And he went, what? I said, how are you getting charged to keep texting me all the time? And he went, McDonald's. I went, well, they give it to you for free. And he went, no. He said, I just get these tabs. And I was like, what a good hack, an absolutely brilliant hack.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference, isn't it? People that live on the streets to nomadic people, van life people, you have different ways of accomplishing those.
Yeah, we all have our own little skill sets that are adapted for our circumstances, right? Like van lifers have lots of hacks that would never work for us. And I'm sure a lot of our hacks would never work for van lifers. But somewhere in between, you get a crossover on some things.
Yeah. Been sent this by Trustfire to have a review on, so let's have a look, shall we? Has a light on the front, like that. It's very cool. This is the dim version, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 settings, and it's super, super bright, even in the daytime. So it's got a laser pointer on it. Don't point it in your eyes, it'd be silly. But I don't know if you can see this here. It's good for pointing. Good for pointing and being a knob in the woods. Also has an underlight. This has also got 3 settings too. So you've got the low, the medium and the high. That's pretty damn good in the daytime as well, and at night time, as you'll see. But not to mention, the extra long hold is UV. So you can get all the UV effects that you want on me dirty hands. So on the front of it, we've got, this is your battery life basically. It turns from green to amber to red. So you've got a good indication on when your battery's going to run out and bits and bobs like that. Charge port on the side. The side, you got 3 up and down buttons, like that, and like that. Those are to allow for your different functions throughout the torch. You've got a clip on this side. A little bit dubious about the clip because obviously if I've got it on my bag, I want to turn the little light on to see where I'm walking. Can you see there's a bit of an issue here? I can't clip it on my bag. I've got to turn it around that way. So then, like we said with the mobile phones holding it at the floor, or even if you wanted a torch to walk forward with, it's kind of in the wrong place. But I mean, each to their own. You might find its proper use, but have a look on here. So it clips that way, but it also clips that way. And I thought, oh, it could be reversible. But then I found, one, it's really hard. Yeah, and obviously you can do it that way. But I don't know. I personally think this clip should be on this side to allow for that clip and directional light when you're walking. But other than that, yeah, it's a good grab. Personally for us, it's a metal casing, so what can happen with that is it attracts the cold really, really quickly and can deplete the battery somewhat. And we've had it for a good 3 weeks. We've tried it out in all conditions. It is waterproof, but its weight is just a little bit too much for us. And it is an everyday carry, and that's fine. And you can clip it onto your belts down here and stuff like that, or just bung it inside the pocket, you know. But just for us, I think we'll just stick to our little plastic one. What we would suggest is maybe a rubber casing or a plastic casing might benefit the product a lot more. Also, it has a magnet on it. Don't stick to the trees, but if you've got van lifer friends, perfect for them. It's metal, magnetic, click, job done. We recommend it apart from the casing. It's absolutely awesome. There is a link down in the description. Do have a look, see what you think. They've got many products on there. And yeah, I think it's a good gift for outdoor bushmen, bushcrafters, survivalists, stuff like that. Quite versatile. Just the clip, but it's awesome. Thanks Trustfire, and hope you have an awesome Christmas too. Cheers.
Although it's not making it into our kit bag, if you see a need for it, or you want it, you like the design, by all means, it's yours for free. If you want to apply for it, I guess, if you want to call it apply. Mod and I thought that the best way to do it is if you hit our email link in the bio, just send us a short blurb. It only needs to be a paragraph, and it can be whatever blurb you want. And whatever blurb we find is the best blurb gets the light for free. How about that? So once we've decided on the best blurb, we'll contact you and see if you are still wanting it. If not, we'll put it to the next runner-up. May the best man or woman win.
People also have alluded to that we might charge stuff out in the woods, again with the solar and stuff like that. But look, there'll be no plugs out here. So we've got 2 of these power packs. These are by Anchor. We've had RAV power in the past, but they just got old. They lasted us about 5 years. They were awesome, really bloody good. We've also got another one. We'll leave the link in the description. But this one, obviously, we've wrapped it up. keep it warm. It lasts a little bit longer, but that's just for like our quick charge things. If we need something really quickly on the go, we'll plug into this one. Smaller capacity than the two big Anchor ones. We'll leave those in the description as well. As you can see, they're all USB to C-type. The phone's a C-type, and the charge port on this as well is also C-type. Shouldn't really do this, but it's also C-type, as you can see, for charging. So what that allows us to do is, as they're all USB-C, it breaks down that you don't need lots and lots of different types of leads for charging your gear. You know, so you get different types like mini USB and the lightning things for iPhones and such. So it just limits that. Well, it just brings down damage limitation as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the reason that we use 3 is so that we can do a good rotation system with them. Typically, we would have one charged with us while one is somewhere being charged. And if that's an overnight thing, we're not left without power overnight because we're doing the rotation system with the packs.
Sometimes we can actually get away with, we can put one on charge with someone else, we can put one on charge at a pub, for instance, and we've still got the little one as a backup whilst those two are on charge. And that allows us, like if we've got somewhere to go and it's going to take us 4 or 5 days to get there, we've got enough power to get us through, even touching base with friends, family, you guys. It just allows us to stay in touch for a little bit more freedom, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, and people, you know, like we said in the last video, charisma goes a really long way, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, friendly face, and we don't smell, you know, so people can smell that, they can see us.
We stay clean, and also, of course, we are not shy about letting people know how we live.
No, not at all. We're proud of it.
Very proud of it. We wear it
Yeah.
like a badge of honour.
Yeah, we work really hard. We also work really hard to bring you guys videos too, and try and shed some light on our lifestyle and how you could do it also.
Well, it's interesting and unique, and we've realised over the years that there's nobody on YouTube doing this. We've been looking.
Yeah, not the way that we're doing it.
No.
You know, we look at the traditional nomad. You know, the ones that
Are they
work.
Siberian or?
Yeah, Siberian nomads. I mean, they work with their cattle, their reindeers and stuff like that, and move around depending on the seasons and all that lot, and live in their big bell tent hut things, whatever they're,
Yeah.
canvas deer hide things. But yeah, you know, it's just been really hard trying to find people like us. So we thought we'll put in the effort and share it with you, and hopefully,
Yeah. Give people a little insight.
yeah. And maybe even learn a thing or two. And we've definitely learned some things from you too.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, and some of the stories that you guys come out with are absolutely bloody awesome.
Yeah.
Really is nice, isn't it?
Oh, I love hearing people's stories.
Yeah. Also, we'd like to use this bit here to thank all of you. So we'll leave them across the screen everywhere. But guys, really, really, really so appreciated.
Yeah, there was such a flux.
Yeah.
And I think it was with all of our new subs too, which we're really grateful for. Your support is awesome.
Yeah, really, really thank you ever so much.
It's very encouraging that we're, you know, doing the right thing and going the right way. Big thanks to you all.
Cheers. Kelly, that's us for the long form. We'll see you tomorrow for coffee morning. And happy hopping.